Hi everybody, this is Donna, past girl at Vince's Gourmet. Today I am going to make macaroni and cheese. I don't know how Italian it is, but I'm going to use some Italian and some not Italian cheeses from, ouch, that was hot, from the deli. That was hot. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start making the sauce in this pan here. What I have is 4 ounces of butter. I'm making a roux, which is a thickening agent that for the macaroni and cheese. As long as you have equal parts, when you make a roux, you need to use equal parts of flour and butter. So that is, as I said, 4 ounces of butter that's melting, and I have 4 ounces of flour in here. When you're making a roux, you're cooking the flour into the butter, and there's different stages. If you're making like a beef stew, you're going to go to almost the last stage and get it real brown. We're not going to go that far. So over here I have water boiling, and I'm going to do the pasta. I'm going to undercook it a little bit for the macaroni and cheese. And you can see I just showed you a bunch of different macaronis or pastas that we carry here at Vince's that you can use for mac and cheese. All right, so here's elbows, which is traditional. I'm not using those. And then there's a short rigatoni that I like to use, or ditalini, or cavatappi. You can use, I like to use butter's melting. And I'm turning the heat down a little, and all I'm going to do is stir in the flour. And like I said, you want to cook it a little bit because you don't want it to taste real floury. Now you can use, if you want to make a gluten-free mac and cheese, if you're gluten intolerant, then you can use gluten-free pasta, obviously, and you can thicken it with cornstarch and water instead of flour. All right, so I cooked this. And what I'm going to do is I have 4 cups of whole milk. Again, I'm going to stir it into the roux. I use whole milk. I don't use 2%, 1%. If you want to.
Use panna?
I don't use panna. Oh my gosh.
I couldn't resist. I'm sorry.
So you saw I started with like a cup, and I'm just stirring that in. And now I'm going to add more and whisk that around. Yeah, you probably could use panna. I've used half and half. You can use a combination. I mean, you can use heavy cream. It's going to be really rich. Or you can dilute it a little bit with chicken broth, I suppose, or vegetable broth if you want to keep it vegetarian. So I'm whisking this, as you can see, and I'm adding in the rest of that milk. I'm going to drop my pasta in. I think I'm going to use this, the short rigatoni. And again, you can salt or oil your pasta if you want to. I'm not. I don't. So. Just gonna give it a quick stir. And I leave it uncovered now. All right, so I'm gonna turn this up a bit and just keep whisking this. And I'm gonna season. So I use salted butter. You know, if you're using unsalted butter, then you can control the salt you add in. So when you're using salted butter, just, you know, you want to remember to taste. You want to keep moving it around while it's thickening to break up that roux. And so here I have, this is what I season with. Again, you can embellish on this if you want to use garlic or onion salt or whatever you like. I'm using white pepper, because you know I like white pepper and white sauce. I'm doing a little paprika. So that was about a teaspoon and a half of each. And I'm gonna put like a pinch of salt in. You can see it's starting to thicken up. You can tell it's thickening up from the sides. I'm watching the sides. When it starts to adhere to the side, you know it's thickening up. And plus I can feel it on the bottom, it's starting to stick as well. So that took what, 3-4 minutes? You can see how it's thickening. Stir up the pasta. Plus you'll see another sign is it's starting to bubble. So it's thick enough. If you have big lumps of roux still in there or flour, you could strain it through a sieve and kind of just break the clumps off. I don't. So I'm going to leave it. Now I'm going to start adding the cheeses. I'm going to turn this down. Cheeses, your choice. I'm adding a little over a cup of ricotta cheese. This is our dolce here at Vince's. Feta cheese, also available here at Vince's, at the deli. Same thing, that's about a cup, little over a cup. And so I'm mixing those both in. Here I have mozzarella. Turning this up. Mozzarella. This is shredded mozzarella. About a cup and a quarter. Now I got to get rid of that whisk and go to a rubber scraper. So you're gonna have to re-season again after you add all this cheese in. This is Asiago. This is a balsamic Asiago that we have at the deli. We have regular Merlot, balsamic, and something else. raspberry. So you can shred this. I didn't. I put it in the food processor because it's a little harder cheese. That's about 6 ounces. So a little over a half a cup, or three quarters of a cup.
A little touch of sweetness.
Yes, it has sweetness, Sam says. We'll add a little touch of sweetness. So you see how thick it got? The mozzarella is making it thick. All right, I'm gonna turn this off. After, well, actually I'm gonna taste it. Definitely needs salt. So, what am I up to? Like 2.5 teaspoons, and it definitely needs pepper. All right, so that I'm just going to keep warm for a second, and then I'm going back to the pasta, and again, I want this undercooked a little bit.
Why is that?
Because I'm going to put it in the oven and it will cook more. It needs a couple more minutes. Okay, I'll be back in a minute to show you how to mix it.
You're on.
All right, so the pasta is cooked and I'm draining it. I made a lot, so.
Yeah, you made 2 pounds.
I made 2 pounds. So, I am splitting it up too. And now I'm going to take the cheese sauce. Now this is, like I said, the mozzarella in here makes it
Stringy.
when I want you to talk, I'll say Sam.
Yes, ma'am.
Stringy.
Belle, I feel for you.
You and everybody else. So then you're just gonna coat the pasta. Pour it in the bowl, or pour it in the pan. Lost my scraper. And then, thank you. And then, now remember, this is my version. It's not like traditional. Did I put the nutmeg in? I think I forgot to. In your spices, I forgot, you're gonna do a half a teaspoon of nutmeg. I'll put it on the recipe, but I forgot. Then you're going to take some butter, of course, put some butter on top.
Looks like cheese.
Looks like cheese, but it's not, it's butter. About 4 or 5 teaspoons per pan. Yeah, the nutmeg is part of the, when I make a cream sauce or cheese sauce. Just gives it a little flavor. And then I've got some seasoned breadcrumbs. And in the seasoned breadcrumbs, I put a little bit of grated Vince's Blend cheese, Parmesan Romano, and Caciocavallo. So you're gonna pour that right on top. What I was gonna say is, if you want it a little creamier, or if you're gonna make this and it's going to sit for a little bit, it's gonna absorb the cheese, you may wanna take a little milk or cream and just put it in to dilute it a little bit. I'm just showing you, I'm not adding it to here. But you would do that before the breadcrumb topping. And then you're gonna bake this, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. You're gonna bake it in a 375 oven. It's already cooked, covered for about 10 minutes, and then you're gonna take the top off and cook it another 10 minutes just to brown it up. So I'll show you when we come back. Okay, so here we have it. This is the macaroni and cheese right out of the oven. You can see it browned up on top. And there it is. I'm gonna put the nutmeg I forgot earlier, just a touch on top. But again, it will be in the recipe. So if you would like this recipe or any other recipe that I've done, just email Donna at vincesgourmet.com and I will send it to you. And if you would like to get our newsletter, go to vincesgourmet.com and go to cooking classes and you will know. And sign up for our newsletter. I don't know.
Click on the newsletter. Website, newsletter, enter, email, go.
Yeah, that. What he said. Everybody have a great day.